Yep.
Straight up Wooly Willy vibes, man. Like you moved all the magnetic whatever down to your face.
Wooly Willy.
Wooly Willy?
Yeah.
Nobody? The sketch thing, the little pad where you get the blank face and you draw on it with magnets.
Use the like lead that probably wasn't great for us.
Yeah, probably wasn't great.
You know?
Probably
we all
not
made
good.
Like
a little beard or a mustache.
Like the Etch-a-Sketch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Wooly
But
Willy.
lead.
Like a mustache, but lead.
It's like
But
mercury,
absolutely
right?
horrible
It was
for you.
fine. It was fine. It was the 90s. We're all fine.
Different time.
It was the 90s. We've only got so much cancer.
Riddled.
Riddled.
That's why I don't go to the doctor.
I don't go to the doctor, so they
Don't
can't
follow
tell me.
I'm not a doctor, also. So
Yeah.
I'm not preaching a new cult. I'm not saying what to do, but like I don't want to know.
If you don't go to the doctor, they can't tell you you're dead.
Exactly.
Yep. I get it.
Yeah.
Whew.
That was my strategy for so long.
Mm-hmm. We've all been there.
I did finally go to the dentist, though. It felt good.
That's great. Yeah,
I'm just trying to
not
make
while you were
small
there.
talk.
it took me a long time, but finally I go to doctors regularly now.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, it's time.
Hey,
Last time I was at the dentist, they were getting a filling on this guy. It took like almost no time, but he was like trying to talk to me and like have a conversation during,
What
and I'm
is
like,
that? What is
I'm like,
that?
bro, I can sign to you, but I don't know if you know ASL. Like,
What is that? My like. Wait, I only met her twice, telling me her whole life story. I'm like, what do you want me to do next? Now suck down on this. I'm like, yes, master. You know, like,
yep,
okay.
rinse.
Do it again. I'm like, yeah. What's my safe word? Because this feels
definitely
good, but also violating.
Yeah,
Like Deadpool.
mm-hmm,
Okay.
for sure. Hey, everybody that is here, thank you for joining us. We got a lot of people in the chat. If you would please hit the like button on the video that we're live streaming, it will show it to more people, and it being a big Deadpool day, we'll probably get some people, new people fumbling in here.
Big Deadpool day.
Big Deadpool day.
Matt,
Yo,
your mic, the one that's coming through Zencaster,
is not
is
the correct
not
one.
the one right in front of you.
Okay, let me fix that.
Because like I can hear every mouse movement you make.
Yep.
Is that what that is?
That's not good.
Oh, that's way better.
That's much better.
Oh, that's so much better.
All right, sweet.
While I have time. I've literally been at work since 6 o'clock this morning.
Ooh. All right.
We couldn't go home.
I don't have to fix my bangs anymore.
I know it's gone.
It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Cassandra Nova.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, it was that like I was in bed and I tried to my hair got in my face. I tossed it back, and then it fell on my ears, and I was like, "Stop that!" And then I tried to toss it, and it fell on my ears again. I'm like, "God damn it! I'm sick of this shit." And so I went in the bathroom and was just like, "Cut! Grab all of it! Cut! 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 Cut!" And then I tested the
plug our
Henson shaving
sponsors.
razor.
Yep. Yelled maximum effort and just started
Dude,
cutting your hair.
the Henson shaving
Yeah.
sponsor that we got, that thing was amazing.
Look at you, Walter
I really
White.
do love that thing.
Go sell some blue meth.
Yeah, right. I am the one who knocks.
Walter White's a better reference than Wooly Willy these days. Good job.
Or Obadiah Stane.
Hey, Scoot said rocking the Obadiah stain.
Oh,
There we go.
nice.
I said it at the same time, but it's going to
Yeah.
be delayed.
Do we have an ad today? I don't think
No.
we do.
We don't have ads for like 2 weeks.
Okay, cool.
It's crazy.
Still
Like this would be the time to have an ad.
Yeah, we should have let them know. We didn't do a good job of that.
This was a big deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
They
supposed to
don't
let them
know
know
this
like
is a big
60 days in
deal.
advance if there's like a big event, but we didn't do that.
Oops.
Hey guys, thank you for joining us. We're gonna get on the cast here. You guys got your recording stuff ready?
Yes.
I am gonna hit record in Zencaster
I'm
and then
recording,
record
I'm seeing lines.
on Audacity equivalent.
Hitting record.
Check.
Good
I
waves.
got lines. I got waves. I got
got lines. I
numbers.
got waves.
Numbers counting down. Bolivian marching powder.
Do
Ready to go.
you want to
Girl
build a snowman?
interrupted.
Yes, but I can't. Oh, man.
Oh. Good shit.
Really good. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Line up. All right. I'm ready. Here we go.
Are we?
Yep.
Let me go ahead and ask this ground rule because I'm notorious about it.
Oh, it
How-
is an R-rated show.
How are we on F-bombs?
Give it a few minutes. YouTube
few
is bad about
minutes.
it demonetizes you if you use a F-bomb in the first or if you curse in the first few minutes. I don't know what the
Okay.
actual rule is, but there's some sort of thing like that.
Okay.
But
So
I think it's
Don't come in
Deadpool.
like,
We can
fucking yeah.
I think we
You
wanna
know?
do.
I was
Tone
thinking
it
about
down.
like my intro in my head was like very much like, should I say let's fucking go? Damn it. I'm sorry. Should I say LFG or just go
Right.
with maximum effort?
Let's go
Okay.
with a lot of enthusiasm.
there's lots of Deadpool references you can make.
That's fair.
Without the
That's
old
fair.
F word. But
It is hard though.
it's okay. I can bleep if I need to. Okay. Just for good reference. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
1,
3,
2, 3,
4.
4.
Cool.
You've got like so many things to line up now.
Mm-hmm.
Or like so many ways to help you line it up.
Yeah, this is in
Something will get it right.
Okay, go for. Oh, nice,
Excuse
nice.
me. I gotta
Good
get
one.
that out before the recording.
Good one, Jeff. That's what Paul Abdul does.
So she can hit those high notes.
Brah.
That's what she says. It's just she belches before. That was like a thing in the '90s that all the late night shows made fun of. Oh, did y'all see my new
Nice.
cup?
Oh,
That's a good one.
Nice.
Ooh, little tiki cup
Ooh.
of Deadpool.
I like it.
Wolverine.
Looks like Blake Lively and Gigi Hadid.
What?
No, fellas, not watching red carpets?
No,
Jesus
not at all.
Christ.
No.
Okay.
I
I'll
don't
send
really
you
hate watch
pictures.
much these days.
It was the Deadpool red carpet. Gigi
Sure.
and Blake were like, Gigi's was questionable, but Blake slayed in their like little matching outfits. One was red, one was yellow for Wolverine. It was cute.
That's
Very
cute.
nice.
It was cute.
No, don't.
God.
All right, Jeff, kick it off.
Today on Marvel Cinematic Universe podcast, maximum effort. We've got to talk about Deadpool and the Wolverine. It is time. It's here. Let's go.
Let's go.
Right after this.
Woo!
Welcome to the Marvel Cinematic Universe podcast. My name is Matthew Carroll.
And I'm Jeff Randall.
And I'm Ashley Coffin.
I'm going to call myself Jeff Pool.
Please,
All right.
suck it, Fox.
like
We're
it.
going to Disneyland.
Boom.
That was really good. We normally do a little spoiler-free section up top.
Yep.
We should probably throw that out there.
Sure.
So that was a
Probably.
reference to
We're
something.
going to try.
Yeah. Well, let's just. I mean, it doesn't have to be long, but in case people are checking in with this episode to see what we thought without wanting to know how the spoilers, what did you guys think?
Go
It
ahead.
was really fun.
Yeah.
It was really fun. And not as consequential to the grand MCU scope as I was hoping it might be, but
Yeah. It's a little more.
it
of
was
a,
still a great time, and they were allowed to make a ton of references to the
Mhm.
things that we know and love. And basically, it's like having a friend beside you that likes to just kind of like rib the MCU, but still loves it, you know?
Yeah, clearly a lot of love, but like, yeah, they took a piss out of a lot of things, and I would say really, really fun, wonderful, like reference party, hilarious moments. I was just like rolling in the floor throughout, and there's some really emotional moments that I got choked up at. It was really, really great. I didn't think as a story it hung together as well as the other two Deadpools.
Sure.
I think it was a little more of what we had sort of feared, which is just like a cameo fest / like reference fest, and literally scene after scene just felt sort of stitched together. like, okay, let's do this
Sure.
this is a scene we need in this movie, and then we'll put a little thing that leads us to the next scene we need in a Deadpool and Wolverine movie. I still had a great time, but that was my one like criticism of the movie, I guess.
I wasn't surprised by that because when people were like, "Oh, our kids are not won't be able to see this movie that might mean something to the MCU," I'm like, Marvel knows what they're doing, and they're never going to put all of that information in a movie that's going to alienate a huge part of people who need to watch it to move forward with the story. So
Yeah.
I wasn't surprised about that. And let me tell you something. If you ask me right now who my top 5 Marvel movies are, I can confidently tell you all of them with a stipulation that it's not in order. Like, it changes by
Sure,
how
Right,
I'm
the
feeling.
order changes.
And it's Winter Soldier, Infinity War, Mom, Deadpool 3, and Guardians. I feel very confident in my life right now. This was everything I ever wanted. I'm getting a little older, and I feel like this was such a swan song to my generation.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
The music, like a Prayer is in my top 10 favorite songs of all time. And I cried twice during this movie, probably not for emotional parts, which we'll get to when we get to the spoiler parts. But I actually, in the theater, cried twice.
Wow,
Couldn't stop them. They just, I was
that's
like,
growth
"Oh,
for you."
Don't look at me. Yeah, it's not for emotional parts. So we'll get there. I'm very happy. And Ryan, you know what? I have been a down talker to Ryan Reynolds. Like, he's not my favorite.
Sure.
He's not. He's just not. Kudos. You did a great job. You and your writers, the writing in this movie was top 10 best Marvel movies. Like, it was so good. The jokes were so good. The meta, like, go ahead, Marvel. Bring us in when you're in. We're all dying here. The jokes, I just couldn't. I loved it.
Yeah.
The meta-ness of it was, I think, like, that was the biggest part of the fun of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Was like, there were so many instances of like, this could be one thing, but I don't want to commit to loving this because it's probably going to be ripped away from me and substituted with something very silly. And like, yeah, it was often, but also I still loved the thing that was very silly that it was replaced with.
What I was impressed, it is a Deadpool and Wolverine movie, and there's obviously everything Deadpool touches is silly, but there were a few moments where they let Wolverine like get really serious.
Yeah.
And there's those were some moments that made me cry, and Hugh Jackman brought it like full acting to bear on this role in this like silly movie. And like it made those moments really stand out and really have a lot of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine DNA in them. He was very self-serious. He always is. And Deadpool kind of like makes fun of him for that. And he's like making his self-seriousness seem silly. But then there's moments where he like really unloads about his trauma and stuff. And you're like, oh man, this character's real. It feels like a real character encountering this insane, silly character. It's great.
And you can feel like what the look is on Wade's face under the mask when he unloads like that. You're like, he's hurt.
Yeah,
he's hurting. He like, were you talking about your life or were you talking about his life?
Yeah,
sir.
There's a lot of connections there, and we'll get more into that with the spoilers. I don't want to drift into spoilers, but so I think it had strengths and weaknesses. I do, but I think it's great. For what they were trying to do is just killer. Okay. Anybody else have anything to say before we get into spoilers?
Oh, Marvel H. Christ. If you go into it expecting a hugely important story and don't like a lot of really, really bloody fights, you're gonna be disappointed.
It was incredibly bloody.
Made to the nether realms. It was bad.
Yeah, there's a few scenes.
But I loved
insane.
the opening. I was like, oh, we're really playing this whole song.
We're going the entire way.
The opening was probably my favorite part of the movie, and we'll dive into why. But yeah, like it's It's amazing. It's meta. It's silly. It's crazy. It is so irreverent and fun. And like the opening of the movie, like made me lose it in a way that the rest of the movie didn't. Like I was completely gone that first scene. Like I literally it's been a stressful year, and that like moment was like I have not been outside myself laughing like that in a long time. Like it really got me, that first scene.
Yeah, like oh, I needed that.
Yeah. So get in there, go see it if you haven't. I think it's definitely, if you're listening to this show, you're a fan of Marvel, you've probably already seen it, but if you haven't, it's definitely worth seeing, I think.
Yeah.
Let's get into spoilers. You want to do a classic 3, 2, 1, Jeff?
Sure.
3. So I'm going to yell 3, 2, 1. Jeff's going to yell a spoiler for those of you new to the podcast. 3, 2, 1.
Wesley Snipes as Blade was there,
right?
What did I say? This movie was made for me. I lost my shit. I lost my shit so many times over. We got freaking Chris Evans.
Yes.
And
so that's the
exactly like you said, Matt.
That's the first time I cried.
Oh, was it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was.
Is that he
When
he showed
was
up?
like Cap, and I was like, "Oh my god, I missed you so much in a Marvel movie. I've been talking about it for 3 years, and there you are." And I just couldn't believe it. I might have had an espresso martini or two before this, but
how'd you feel when you realized who he was?
even better.
Even better? Okay.
How dare they? He wore the red, white, and blue sash, and we were getting there. But I was like, his hair's a little dark, you know?
Yeah.
He looked a little different.
Oh my god, I laughed so hard. And immediately when he was just like, flame on, I was like, Matt was right.
Yeah.
And I knew it as soon as he cursed, because that's not Cap. Like for just a second, it like
he looked
set me off my feet. I was like, wait, Cap's cursing just because it's a Deadpool movie? No. And then I was like, that's not Cap. That's not Cap.
That's not Cap at all.
Accent.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
man.
accent was so good. And then the post credits was a pretty amazing
Yeah.
thing for Chris Evans to do. Oh Lord, so good.
He definitely
How about Channing friggin' Tatum as Gambit?
It was.
We were
Channing
promised.
Taters is whatever.
I don't know. How
We
I
were
felt
promised
about
for so long
I don't know.
that he was going to be Gambit in a Gambit movie, and it never happened. And then
I'm
they
really
just
glad
went.
it didn't. I'm sorry.
They went so meta about it. It's like I feel like I was born here.
He
Yeah.
reminds me of. Did you ever see This Is the End with like?
Yeah,
James. The like he knows how to play a funny role, and I appreciate.
Oh, yeah.
for
that
sure.
for so much. But like seeing him as Gambit, I went, no, this is fun. You're having your multiverse of madness moment, and you can totally do this. But
Yep.
no, I'm so glad
But
that didn't
yeah,
happen.
this is probably not the Gambit we
But
want.
seeing him use the powers was freaking awesome.
Oh
Yeah,
my god,
for
it was
sure.
so cool.
It probably would have been better if he were younger. Like I think he maybe could have pulled it off, but at his age now and everything, it didn't really fit. And I was just
If
kind
he
of
was like Magic Mike age, it would have
Yeah.
been a lot better.
yeah,
What
maybe it
happened to
would
the
have
guy
worked.
from Wolverine who did play him. I loved. He was a good actor for a minute.
Taylor
and he did
Kitsch?
one movie. Yeah,
Right.
and then he did like John something from the future. And
John
then he was
Carter of
never-
Mars.
Yeah, that movie.
Oh,
bombed
John
harder
Carter
than-
of
It
Mars.
was like Battlefield Earth or something. It bombed harder than whatever, and
Yeah.
you never saw him.
Well, they
again. He was,
changed the
like,
name
True
of it to just
Detective.
John Carter. The book is John Carter of
And
Mars.
you're like, who?
You're like, what do I want to go see John Carter for?
But he was like a 10-second
Disney's
okay
John
Gambit.
Carter.
Oh God.
He was an okay Gambit. Like that, he wasn't the problem with that Gambit, or at least he wasn't the problem
No,
that I
whole movie
had
was a problem.
with that Gambit. That whole movie was a problem.
But
The
think about it,
writing.
if we didn't have that
was-
movie where Ryan Reynolds was cast as Deadpool in that, we never would have this. So everybody
Right.
stopped shitting on the Wolverine.
That was
Wolverine.
X-Men Origins.
Origins.
X-Men
Wolverine.
Origins. Everybody stopped shitting. I don't even remember his name because who cares? Don't shit on that movie anyway,
Listen,
because we wouldn't have this.
listen, shit on it all you want. Ryan Reynolds shits on it himself. But like, it is fine. You shit on it all day, but it's
Oh, Ashley, you're killing me.
it is a building block that led us here, and this is a wonderful place that we're at.
It's a building block that we know got us here, but everybody involved, including Ryan, is just like, no, that was bad.
Yeah, why did we do that?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Does anybody remember the name of the TVA agent who literally spoke for me in my people. Who is the one that was like just oogled by Deadpool, and then when Wolverine came in, just the guy sitting there who pretended to call his wife. Like
Oh.
I was like, I've never seen myself on screen, but there you are. Like as
Yep.
a
What he was
listening
like.
Marvel character, I go, oh, we're being seen right now,
Yep.
and it is this guy, and I love everything he's doing.
He was
So
like,
seen.
he's like, are you calling your wife? HR. Does your wife work in HR?
It's too many jokes.
There are too many jokes.
Many.
And there's so much laughter in the theater. Like, I know there's a lot I missed. And so, again, we're just doing
gotta
our
see it
instant.
again.
Yeah, we're just doing our instant reaction today. I'm sure we'll see it again, and I'm sure we will also get a lot of feedback about this movie, and we'll be covering this movie for the next few weeks. Lots of things to talk about, I'm sure. Y'all mentioned Wesley Snipes. I think he played Blade wonderfully, and of course, and they really took. I liked how they were able to do something that the MCU has done well up till now, which is take the different tones, put them in one room together, and they're all still acting as themselves. As I mentioned it with Wolverine, still being able to be the self-serious guy he is, brooding in the face of this silly Deadpool, but also Blade was a badass, even though like you've got over the top Gambit next to him, I think, who was like the joke was that his like voice was over the top. I mean, Deadpool points it out over. Who's your dialect coach?
Who is your dialect coach?
So good. So he's like over the top, silly. And then you've got Elektra, which is like just a weird pull. Like
it was a weird pull.
It's so weird.
But Elektra's one of my favorite characters, so I'll take her any way I can get her.
Sure.
And my favorite line was when she said that, talking of Ben Affleck's Daredevil, they had been divorced and everything.
Daredevil died.
Daredevil died.
And he's like,
oh,
I'm so sorry. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's really
okay.
It's fine.
But all those characters really seem to live in their own worlds and have their own experiences. Well, they all had their own experiences except for Gambit, who apparently had no experiences before the Void.
I feel like I was born here.
Yeah, it's so funny.
I'm about to make a name for myself.
It's perfect for you here, Swamp Rat. You'll fit in great.
It was wonderful seeing them all line up at the end and be like, we're going to get the endings we deserve, and it was wonderful. Seeing, X-23 fight again. Laura, so
that
good.
girl needs to continuously be her.
Yeah.
Keep her. I feel terrible. I can't remember her name.
Oh, the actress.
Daphne Keane?
Daphne Keane, that's it.
Yeah.
So good. She was just great in The Acolyte. But she is X-23.
Tic-tac-toe Daphne.
Yep.
Tic-tac-toe Daphne.
Oh, that's
I'll
right.
tell you.
I forgot she was an Acolyte. She was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I mean.
what a great scene.
God.
And seeing all those classic villains from the old movies and stuff just get taken out in
Pyro.
bloody, terrible ways.
Yep.
One by
great.
one.
Oh, you're
great.
the new Juggernaut.
Oh, Juggernaut's... the way they took Juggernaut out. Oh, Lord.
Oh, when she got his feet,
Achilles,
and he just
Achilles
fell off
tendon
of
just
them.
sliced them.
That's ugh.
Yeah.
It wasn't just the tendons, like the whole foot.
Yeah, the whole foot just took it out. Oh,
It was just
Lord.
like, bloop.
That was dark. I didn't like it.
It can't be unstoppable if you don't have feet.
Yeah.
So I didn't get my Michael Fassbender, but I do appreciate the deference that everybody paid to Magneto,
Mhm.
reminding
yeah.
them that if he was alive and there wouldn't be a problem because he'd be able to solve it. So as long
Yep.
as everybody remembers that Magneto's the most powerful mutant and it's the best power ever, I'm fine.
Yep.
And I felt like they did that for me.
Who's the fourth one? Please tell me it's Magneto. Please. Nope. She killed him. At least his helmet. Nope. She melted that down. She knew it was bad. Damn it.
It was great.
Can't have anything nice.
And I really liked how they were able to talk her down. Like it was sappy BS in a way, but like I did like it. I don't know, just it's the classic
Your
like
brother would have loved you.
yeah, your
And
brother
you-
loved me. He would have loved you. He loved us all.
He would have torn a hole in reality.
That was
He would have
it.
torn a hole in the universe to bring you home. And I'm like, Charles would have too. He would
Yeah.
absolutely do that.
He would have sacrificed everyone he knows and all his closest friends to bring you back because he's absolutely reckless.
Yep.
Oops.
Because despite you thinking that Charles is like Marvel Jesus, he's a monster.
We all contain multitudes, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, I really
He's
liked.
troubled.
I really liked the whole thing. I liked all those characters coming back, and I keep trying to say, but Wesley Snipes as Blade was just badass. Just like he's, you know, all this silliness going on around him, but like somehow none of it got on him. You know what I mean? Like he made a couple great jokes, but like he was never like
uphill.
What's that?
What was his ice skating uphill?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh yeah,
Motherfucker's always trying to ice skate uphill.
Uh-huh.
I was like, he said it. He said the thing.
He said
Oh,
it.
you guys are 12? Oh, you're... Oh, okay, cool. You don't know what this is. Shit.
Well, I just thought he was great, and he really did like nail.
It's only
the
ever gonna
tone
be
for that
one
character.
Blade.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I was like, yeah.
Oh.
Was that a meta shot at the movie that can't get off the ground? I wonder.
Yeah.
He's like, I can still do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
exactly.
man, when he said that, I was like, are they? That's not. They
Yeah.
can't be serious.
That's how they announced
That's
the
not-
cancellation of that movie.
Yeah, right. That's how they
Right.
announced
I
it is
think
in the
you're right.
Deadpool movie.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's just me, baby.
Oof.
Which I'm
Man.
fine with, even though I think Mahershala Ali is going to be an amazing Blade if it ever gets off the, off the floor.
For
but
sure.
I'm also okay with that being legacy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the boomerang blade
Oh, he
Mhm.
or
did
whatever.
He
He
did,
did the thing. He
Ooh,
did the thing, and it was so freaking cool.
They all did the things.
They all
Yeah.
did their special things.
And I think it was him that killed Toad in that really gruesome way, right?
Oh,
Like he
yeah. Oh,
yeah.
stabs Toad. Oh, like the
They cut
idea.
off Sabretooth's head.
The idea that we got that X-Men version of Toad fighting Wesley Snipes' Blade is so insane to me. That's like the kind of thing
Yep.
that you would get like, an internet YouTuber would make like a short of like, hey, this is what it would
Yeah.
look like if these two characters
Yeah.
from these Marvel movies get to battle, and they just did it all on screen.
This whole movie was basically just fan fiction.
Yeah, also,
Yeah.
and not to make fun of the Mad Max and Furiosa stuff, because Deadpool did that for me. When they
Mhm.
had all of the stuff, and he was like, I've killed your queen. Her name is Furiosa. We were crying.
Yep. It was so
crying.
good.
That
We
was
just
so
watched
funny.
That movie. And then all the Thor stuff, I'm like, yeah, I wake up like that every day too. So
Yeah.
I know why. Oh no.
God of
Oh,
Thunder.
No, it's just reality.
Oh
Yeah.
Speaking
Why
of
was he
the
crying?
speaking of the
Why was
Thor
Thor
stuff,
crying?
why was Thor crying? Yeah, like
Because they were in love.
it seems like
And which Hemsworth brother was that?
That looked like that was the
Luke?
Thor from the play,
Okay, the older brother.
whichever
Okay.
one that is.
but like that makes me wonder if that's still the future. Like that didn't happen. I kept thinking it was going to happen in this movie, a version we were going to meet a version of Thor, but it didn't.
Oh.
So does that mean that that's like part of this Deadpool's future? Is that Thor will cry over him, or a version of Thor will cry over him
It's the only way to die.
It
Yeah,
happens
for sure.
somewhere in the multiverse.
somewhere in the multiverse? Okay.
Somewhere.
What y'all
somewhen.
think? What y'all think of how they use the TVA?
My Mr. Darcy was so goddamn charming. My God, yeah, or Paradox or whatever you want
Paradox.
to call him. He's Mr. Darcy, and I'm sorry, that's
Mhm.
what I'm going to call him. I love him so much. He was, because I didn't know if he was going to be very serious, because he's kind of like got that serious voice. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll
Yeah.
sit down and shut up if you tell me to in that voice. But he was fun. He was great.
He was fun.
And I wasn't sure whether, like, I was like, are you a good guy or you're a bad guy? I liked that it was up in the air throughout the movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
I
it's-
loved
it.
it.
It's yes.
Yeah, I love that
Yes.
it like had. We talked about it on last week's episode of what we wanted from this movie, and like I really liked the idea that it's a continuation of the Loki series, and like Deadpool even says, "Oh, like Loki season 1, episode 5."
Yeah.
Like, talking
I got
about
my
the
Goliath.
void.
Alive.
I said it right. It's not a whatever I was saying for all that other time.
I don't know. I don't
I
remember
can't
what you were
remember.
saying.
What did I call it? It wasn't
Samsonite.
Goliath. The people remember, right? And remind me what stupid word I said. But it totally wasn't Goliath.
Yeah.
It was a monolith. I was like, look. That
Oh, that's right. You kept
monolith.
calling it monolith. And I
and
was
my other-
confused because I was like, "You didn't watch Agents of Shield. What are you talking about?"
Exactly. And I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts was the Loki reference when he jumped down and tried to yell at the Hulk. He was like, I am the Marvel Jesus.
I am
and
Marvel
you will
Jesus,
not
you
disrespect me."
Oh,
Hysterical.
Oh,
hysterical.
the classic
My
brown
cheeks
suit.
still hurt. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
The
Oh,
classic brown
all the
suit. You fought the
suits.
Hulk in that.
Man, all those
then
suits,
there's the
all
Hulk.
those moments from comics, so cool. Those are like,
The patch eye.
yeah, Patch.
Oh my god.
The one
The
with,
one-handed Wolverine?
One-handed Wolverine. Like I remember that so vividly from my childhood. Like it's so
Yup.
cool. Oh,
Yep.
And I love Deadpool putting on Wolverine's claws and
Oh
not
my
knowing how to use
God.
them. He's like, it's really hard to do this.
Wolverining is really hard. He had the one guy in the butt
yeah,
and the other guy in the
and the guy comes in. And he's like, "You sicko! Like, what are you doing? Wolverining is hard." It's so funny, man.
Oh my god! And the song, and he did the choreo from the music
Yes.
He
video.
really danced it and shook his little ass
Oh, yeah.
everywhere.
That's the scene that like is my favorite scene from this movie, I think. And
The
it is
beginning.
just the beginning. It is just so funny. The whole like we talked about how great the meta stuff in this movie is, but him being like, how are we going to handle bringing back Wolverine without
Without dishonoring his memory
dishonoring and this
or his sacrifice.
dishonoring his sacrifice, messing up, sacrilegiously messing up that moment that was so
Almost
important to us.
necrophilia.
And he's like, we're not going
not.
to. We're not. And then he
We're not.
he proceeds to, with the adamantium bones of Logan from Logan, he murders all those guys in terrible It was so
Perfect.
perfect.
It was so
It was
great.
so
So-
perfect.
But it also that confirmed though that Wolverine, the Logan that died, was from Deadpool's universe.
Yes.
At least that line confirmed it throughout. Yeah, that's really interesting to me. That like
Yeah,
the
Fox
Deadpool universe is
I
the
guess
Logan
that
universe.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Because that would be the X-Men universe.
Well,
But,
no,
like,
I don't think. That's what the
I'm
thing.
very.
Well,
But
I
he
guess
knew-
I don't
he
know.
saw the X-Men when he went to the in Deadpool 2 when he was visiting Colossus. All of the X-Men were in the one room, and they're
He
like,
does.
"Shut the door."
Well, it's confusing because that's the First Class universe, which seems to be a slight different. Like after Days of Future Past, it's slightly different than
They changed everything and went back. I guess. I don't know.
right.
It gets foggy with Fox.
It
Well,
gets
it gets
real
real
foggy.
blurry, but we do know now that at least in continuity, the Deadpool universe and the Wolverine universe, or the Logan universe, are the same, but not the one that they pull this Wolverine out of. He's from some other universe.
Yeah.
But
Did they tell us how he ruined his universe? I was like waiting to hear what the big thing he did was, but did we ever?
Well, he
it sounded like he went killing. Like
Yeah.
Killed all
he
the
went.
X-Men, but I was
he
like,
went Ronin.
why?
he went Ronin
Okay.
basically.
Yeah, he went
And
Ronin. He went
he was the-
avenging the X-Men.
He was
who
the
were-
only
who were
X-Man
murdered by
left,
people.
and he gave them a bad name by going around killing and murdering. And they said,
Killing
he
people,
said,
okay.
"You killed all those bad guys," and he's like, "Not just the bad ones."
Not just the bad
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Yeah. So I
But
think
the women and children too.
I was like, yeah.
They're animals, and I slaughtered them like animals. Oh no, wait,
Lord, Jeff,
that's a different
Lord.
movie.
So Chinese crescents, the cutest little dogs ever.
Oh
love
my
the dogs.
gosh.
So much screen time.
My goodness,
Are they all?
What did
do
he
they
say?
all look
She's
like
like-
that with the tongue?
She's like
held out?
90%
Oh, yeah, yeah.
G spot.
Yeah.
She's like 90% G spot, and she will let you know it.
So good.
We had Sugar Bear, we had Yukio, and Megalodon Teenage Warhead.
Who
That's
did-
the shark.
Negasonic
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Who did you guys
and
think?
Shatterstar.
Yeah.
Who did you guys think?
Shatterstar was there.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
good.
yeah. Who did you guys think the other Deadpools were when you were watching it? Lady Deadpool and
Oh,
Cowboy
God.
Deadpool that had voices.
Like who was out?
the actors. I looked it up after.
That was the second time I cried, so I wasn't paying a lot of attention to
Oh,
who they
yeah.
were. I
Only
was
a few
just
of them had
really like, I
lines.
can't believe I'm seeing this on screen.
Yeah. It
I
was
still
so-
think Taylor Swift was Lady Deadpool.
You do?
it was not, but I thought so too. It
Ooh.
sounded a lot like her. It turns out it was Blake Lively.
That's
Oh,
what
of
I figured. because
course.
She looked very similar in her outfit at his premiere.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
And apparently,
See,
so she's. See,
Fashion reveals all.
but she was not in the suit. She was just the voice.
I
And then
redact my last statement.
and then apparently Kid Pool was their kid.
Aw,
I forget what
That's
Kid Pool
funny.
says, but it was like crass and funny, so that was great. And then
That's Kid Pool. He's the dirtiest one.
and apparently Baby Pool was their baby. Like the coo
lot of
noises
free
come from Baby
actors.
Pool. Yeah.
Saving money by putting your kids to work.
Oh
like
yeah. I mean, it lets them put a lot of budget toward like Chris Evans for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I love that he made that joke. He's killing our budget.
He's killing
You
our
see what
budget
he's doing to
anyway.
the budget?
They did I did notice this, and it says I'm right on the internet, but I'm not 100%. Who knows? Cowboy Pool was apparently Matthew McConaughey.
Oh,
that makes a lot of sense.
that sounds all right.
Yeah,
That
as soon as I
sounds
heard him, I was like, that's Matthew McConaughey or someone doing a Matthew McConaughey, and it was Matthew McConaughey.
I was too busy crying.
I would
That's so
I
great.
would not put it past Marvel to be like, Ross Marquand, how about you do a bunch of different voices of celebrities
Mm-hmm. For
and
sure.
we'll just stick that into the Deadpool bin.
But now I really want a Matthew McConaughey Cowboy Pool movie. Like that sounds
Right?
great.
Just a
Right.
one-off.
Yeah, just give me a
Like,
one-off of
even
that.
give me
I
a
need-
short.
Give me a Deadpool anthology series where it's like maybe 1 or 2 episodes about, or like one or 2 episodes per Deadpool, just like in their universe, they do a thing, we move on. Like,
Mhm.
just I want all of those different pools. I want to know where they came from.
Well, did you like Namaste Pool or whatever that was?
That was so funny.
He was so funny.
It was the nice pool,
Nice pool.
and he
Yes.
was, and he didn't regenerate. Regenerate. How
I
long does
just-
it take you to regenerate? Regenerate.
I just love the moral like terribleness of Deadpool and the reaction the X-Men have to him. Like it goes back to Colossus in the first and second movie, but like Wolverine being like, "No, he didn't sacrifice himself. He was murdered."
Yeah, he died for murder, you ass. Oh my god, when he was like, I can gently tap the fourth wall.
Yeah.
The proposal.
So
Yeah.
good. So good.
What the? Is that what you think I do?
He's gonna sing and dance all of Music Man for us if we don't stop.
Oh, I love
Without warming up.
the moment they were bashing Deadpool's head onto the stereo and the music kept changing, and for a second it was the Greatest Showman.
Oh, is that did they
Yep.
play?
They did the oh, this is a boom, but it just did the oh, and then it cut to the next song.
Yep.
Like we heard that. We all heard that.
It was so good.
If it
The
felt
Goo Goo
like,
Dolls. They had a good time.
oh my god, the Goo Goo Dolls.
For
Ah.
a second or two.
Yeah, twice. For a second or two, twice. And it was always it was the beginning of the chorus every time. And I told the world, and they're like done.
Yeah, they really know how to use music in this movie and to like
They
silly
really did.
and funny
Perfect.
effect.
And
Speaking,
I guess Happy was running the Avengers Initiative.
My question is like the thing that doesn't make sense to me, and I haven't figured out how yet. And Matt, maybe you can help me headcanon, because you're so good at it. In that they're just like present day Earth 616, and he's interviewing with.
they don't
with
say
Happy.
they don't say present day. They say they just say sacred timeline, and he's
Oh yeah,
still
Sacred Timeline.
he's wearing the watch.
616.
So this is before that happened. This is a flashback to before him and Vanessa broke up. So that's been
Yep.
going on a while. So this is, and he even says
Okay.
like, "Where's the big boss?" So
Yeah.
apparently
And-
Tony is still around.
Tony's still alive.
I
Because
thought
he
for a
was
second
keeping the heart thing on the desk. like,
Yeah.
for safekeeping.
I thought for a second we were going to get someone else, like find out who was running Stark Enterprises now. Like I thought maybe like, well, no, I guess Peter Parker wouldn't make sense because nobody remembers who that is. But
Yeah.
I thought someone else might come in that's running the show now. But like, no, after they showed that it was later, it was like a while later that after him and Vanessa break up. This is when he's still got the time thing. So when he's messing up his universe and rebuilding his universe, he goes over to the sacred timeline to become an Avenger and they reject him. So that was like
Yeah.
before Endgame.
Okay. And then he got rid of the watch at some point later. he went back to his universe. Okay.
It could have been in the 5-year blip though. Like it's just before Endgame. We know that.
Oh yeah.
TV and Movie Guy points out in the chat that interview, like there was a date marker.
Oh, great. Oh, I did see the March
there,
14th. I didn't see the 2018.
March 14th, 2018. Was that interview
Okay.
date.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that's right before Endgame or Infinity War. I mean, in our
think
timeline.
So.
But I don't know how it fits up with the Avengers timeline because there's the 5-year jump and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I think the 5-year jump gets us to 2022, if I remember correctly.
Let's see. The events of the first Avengers happened in 2012. That's kind of like the. Like
Yeah,
we know that was. We know that was when that was.
And then Cap and them were on the run for 2 years after Civil War.
After Civil War, yeah. And
yeah, and this says 2023. So yeah, I'm guessing that was before. So if it's 2018, that was probably right before the 5-year gap.
Okay.
right.
So it was right before Infinity War, maybe. I would think. Yeah. So interesting.
I really loved Cassandra Nova. I just want to circle back and like talk. She was so good as a villain, and the only way to stop someone with her powers is to get 2 people who regenerate, because there really is no standing up to a Charles Xavier level power unless they can't really tear you apart, kind of like Jean couldn't with Logan in X3. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We don't talk about X3. That didn't
Yes, we
happen.
do
Remember?
sometimes.
That didn't happen. Remember?
Ian McKellen was in it, so we talk about it.
That didn't happen. Remember? It got retconned out.
It
doesn't
was
matter.
really. She was really wonderful though. Like the actress
the
killed
actress
it. Just
slayed.
awesome.
Cassandra.
And
Yeah.
she was a great
Emma
foil
something.
for what?
Oh, Emma. God.
Okay.
Corbin. I know the first name's right.
Okay. You looking it up or sorry?
Yeah, I'm looking
no.
it up.
Okay.
Emma.
Emma Corrin.
Corrin.
Emma Corrin. Sweet.
Damn it, Samsonite. Still close.
Samsonite.
Well, she was awesome, and she was a great foil for Deadpool because she was also sort of morally all over the place, had her own sort of like purposes, you know, like for a second she gave them a reprieve because she really felt, it seemed like she really felt for them and their connection to Charles and how he would have loved them. And the next second she's like, or I could end all universes. That's a very like Deadpool style of chaos and decision making. And so I really appreciated that was like kind of, it fit in well with the movie.
And she had the sling ring. I really overthought what that scene meant.
Oh,
It was just
I
her
think
with
we
a
all
goddamn
did.
Sling ring.
I think we all did. We were like, "Oh my
For sure.
God, sling ring! That means that means
Is it
something
Doctor Strange? What is
crazy."
it? No, they just had a sling ring.
Yep.
That
But
they
then
stole
we-
from that Doctor Strange.
we had talked about like the sling ring. We've never seen the sling ring work for like
Out of universe.
interdimensional or like not,
Travel.
but yeah, multiverse travel.
Right.
It's always been like dimensional within the universe.
Okay.
But did you notice that sling ring had infinity stones on it?
Is that what the green? I was like, that's a soup. That's some bling.
It's a souped up
Yeah.
sling ring.
Hmm.
It had at least 2. It was probably 2 or 3 or
It
4
looked like the
infinity
green
stones
one
on
for
it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Interesting. And she said a magician. I'm assuming she killed the Doctor Strange and took it.
No, she killed Scott. She said a sleight of hand magician, and they were living in an Ant-Man.
Well, that okay,
It's like
that's
this
true.
Sleight of hand magician came
But
through.
Scott doesn't keep a blinged out.
No.
Blinged out sling ring.
Sling
I
ring.
A
thought
bling
that
ring?
was-
A bling ring?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Come
Yeah,
on.
bling
point it.
ring. Yeah, there you go.
I didn't hear her say anything about it. I thought the only magician I heard was sleight of hand magician.
Yeah,
No,
no,
she
she
said
says a
an
sleight
amateur.
of hand, an amateur
She said
magician.
the amateur magician.
And then she holds up the sling ring. An amateur magician
go.
showed up here, and she shows their sling ring. So I guess like whatever powers she has, she thinks are greater than Strange's powers.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
mean,
They kind
Strange.
of are.
Yeah, Strange doesn't like reach into your face.
Yeah, the reaching
Oh,
into the
that
face
sucks
was
that she has to do that.
the reaching into the face was terrifying and amazing. Like it was really,
I-
really horrifying to look at.
The whole
Is it okay
time.
when you come back out, like, ugh.
Yeah.
The whole time she was doing that, I was like, Ashley's gonna love this.
I
Ashley
thought that
loves
too.
this.
Love it. I just want to push my finger slowly into somebody's head and be like, give me
Oof.
all that information.
Which-
You know?
Her fingers were just
How about when
coming
she-
out of eyes and then noses and
it's
eyes.
cool.
And,
You
And
just hold them around. Yeah.
she was like, and then the next one, bloop, and then the next one, bloop, and the next one, bloop. Like,
Body horror, baby. Let's get some Cronenberg in here.
And how about when she dragged him by his head
Love it.
down the stairs? Like,
Mhm.
She was a queen. She kind of slayed. She was.
she kind of
I agree. I'm fully on board. I dug it a lot.
She ripped his skin
Whoa.
off.
Yeah.
Just
Your face
She-
off.
Yeah, she
she
Nicolas
Nick
Caged
Caged
him. Yeah. Oh man, so that was my one. I was the one disappointment I have. I mean,
Yeah.
again, I think that I don't think the story holds as together well as a movie. It feels more like just a travel through the multiverse or travel from scene to scene to kind of give these like everything felt like a big moment, which was cool, but it didn't feel like the story was as connected. Characters did, but the big exposition disappointment for me, the thing I missed out on that I was hoping for was more MCU connection. Like it was tightly connected to Loki.
Right.
I loved that, but like Deadpool's still in his universe. I thought for sure this movie would end. He even wants to go to that universe. So I thought
not
for
only,
sure,
but also
yeah, like I
his
thought,
universe, like his timeline is regenerating
right
now.
So
like
we thought for
it's
sure
not
he was gonna,
like let's move everybody over. It's just fine.
right.
Well,
We
do
thought
you
he was
guys
gonna.
think-
Good.
Do you think that the original story might have had something more to do with Kang, and they had to like pivot at the end? Because Kang would have fit
Ooh.
so well into this to make everything interconnected.
Maybe.
So then they kind of pivoted with her, and then brought Loki stuff into it.
Yeah, it's possible. I don't know. Sorry. I was about to say something a minute ago, and I forgot it.
We kept talking over you as you were starting it.
I was
Sorry.
like, and now it's gone. Oh, I know what I was trying to say. But yeah, I was disappointed with the idea that just like he still has his universe. I thought for sure we were going to get his universe was either going to end or he would need to leave it to maintain it or something like that. Like he was going to, because the goal for the movie was Logan needed a universe to save. So I thought he was going to end up in that universe with Deadpool's life and Deadpool's friends, and like people to care about. He ends up with X-Force. How much fun would that be? Like he's with a different X team. And then like Deadpool wanted to be in the MCU, and the only thing holding him back was Vanessa, and she was with someone else. And I thought maybe they would just like that relationship would end, and he'd be like, "I've saved my universe. I care about these people, but I've got this big life to live, this mission to do," and he'd go to the MCU. Like I thought that made a lot of sense, but no. So I guess we're gonna have to wait till another incursion happens. It seemed like the TVA wanted to probably use him again. It seemed like that's what B34, 24.
Oh, I loved seeing her.
Me too.
Big role, girl. I was like,
Yeah.
big role.
Big
Not that
role.
she hasn't been in huge movies already, but
Yeah.
it's always great to be in. I hope this movie makes a bill. Come on,
B-15.
I
everybody.
hope it does too. I have a
B-15,
bet with
that was
Jay.
it. I was like, I feel like it's a vitamin shot, but
That's
B15. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really hope it makes a bill too. I have a bet with Jay Sisson on Multiverse News that it'll make $1 billion.
Oh, yeah?
He's doubtful.
oh yeah, Ken's a little doubtful.
I would also say that I'm a bit doubtful on it making $1 billion. I
Because
think
it's
it'll
R. Well, I
it'll
feel like
do
Oppenheimer's
pretty
was
well.
R.
Like I'm thinking like I'm gonna put my bet out there at about 750.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's pretty likely given that's about what the best rated R movie has ever done. So it's pretty likely. But
Well, what did the first
It's a bit-
Logan? I feel like Logan and Deadpool both hit a bill,
you know
they?
what? I think
and there's other R movies who've made a bill.
only
I
a
feel like.
few. I think the Joker made $1 billion.
Ugh.
Ugh,
I
that
want to
trailer.
complain about the 45 minutes of trailers before my movie. Like, I've seen them all. Can you guys chill out with my movie started at 6:20 and then the movie started at 7.
So your movie was supposed to start at 6:20.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was trailer. I was
Ridiculous.
like, what are we doing right now?
Joker is the only movie that's ever made $1 billion. Oh, only R-rated movie that's ever made $1 billion.
Okay, what was Logan?
It is 600,000, 619,000, a million, 619 million, and then both Deadpool's made in the high 700s million.
Okay.
Oppenheimer
Joker's
was
coming at it.
Oppenheimer made 976 million, so close, So close. Oh Lord.
Damn, Chris Nolan is pissed.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I might adjust my guess to about 850.
yeah, I think it will beat the previous two Deadpools because I think people are hungry for a big franchise film like this again. I don't want to get okay. I don't know.
In order to reach 1 billion, there's gotta be repeat viewings, and it's like
I
it's
need
kind
to go
of
see this again.
it's kind of difficult for them to get repeat viewings on something that doesn't it doesn't push the grand story forward.
Do
You know?
not underestimate the power of humor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
movie
like
was that's a very rewatchable movie.
I
I
absolutely
think even
expect
more than
to.
the first two because you don't have to like know the story to watch this one.
Sure, yeah. I absolutely expect like people to go watch this like once or twice, maybe a third time, but not like the way that we did with Endgame, where it was just like over and
yeah,
over
yeah.
and over and over and over
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
over.
stop comparing things to Endgame. Let it
I'm
go.
just, I'm sorry.
Let it go.
They did it in the movie.
Let
They did
it
it in this
go.
movie. They were like a
They
steady
didn't.
decline.
They told you to let it go, and they said
Yeah.
put your nerd boner away.
But Endgame
We all
almost
felt
made
it when they said that.
Endgame made 2.8 billion. Like it got real close to
Right.
3 billion. So like
The bees.
Endgame made $1 billion in opening weekend.
yeah. So
was
this is
crazy.
I don't think this is going to hit Endgame numbers, but I think it could make $1 billion for sure.
Yeah.
Because it's got all the Deadpool stuff that made almost 800 million all the previous movies, and then this one has the extra of Wolverine and the MCU connection. Like I think it's got $1 billion in the bag.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Maybe.
My theater was packed, man. There were no parking spots.
Oh, I wanted
Whole
so
theater.
I haven't been to a movie like that since Endgame. The entire theater was packed. Everyone was screaming and yelling
Yep.
and like clapping.
Mhm.
And I just chalked it up to like being Thursdays, and that's why people weren't doing
right.
what they used to do before.
Yeah.
I would come, be on the cast, and I could go see it on a Friday or Saturday at like 9:00, and everyone's freaking the fuck out. But this was the first time since I feel like that or Far From Home that people were like really into it. And it made
Yeah,
it
Far
fun.
From
Yeah.
Home
It
was like that
awesome.
too. Yeah, it was
People
great.
were doing it respectfully.
Every time there was another character, like when Blade showed up, theater
Ugh,
went nuts.
lots of
Theater
clapping.
was like, ah! Like
Yeah.
we were so happy when Wolverine pulls his mask on
Oh, the mask.
and like finally puts the mask on. Everybody in my
Yeah.
theater was just
And he
ah!
took
Like
his shirt off.
Oh, it was
he
so
didn't
good.
take his shirt off.
It-
It took his shirt off for
Yeah.
him.
Shirt took
It like
itself
melted his
off.
shirt off. So
It
funny.
went brah!
My audience cheered for that. Like it was like, yeah,
Put your shirt back on, you whore. Or whatever.
you preening whore. Oh, it's so good. So not to bring it down,
Oh,
because I think this movie's great and I think it's gonna do great and all that. But one of the things we'd seen written about it is this is gonna bring the new life to the MCU that it's been missing, all that kind of stuff. I kind of think this movie didn't do anything for the MCU.
Yeah, I didn't really
It
care
brought
about the
us back to
MCU.
nostalgia, which is what we're trying to move away from. I feel like.
I agree.
Yeah.
This was a wrap-up movie for the Fox universe, as shown by the the end credits thing where it shows all the Fox movies, and literally like this is a tribute movie to the 20th Century Fox. Very little. Are there any MCU characters? I'm trying to think. Are there any MCU characters other than B-15? Hulk, but that was
That was in a different verse.
That was in a different verse, Hulk. But there's no Sacred Timeline characters that I can think of.
Eliath?
Oh yeah,
Sure.
he's not
Well,
Sacred
there was-
Timeline, but yes.
There was Happy
That's true.
Like they
Happy.
were
That's a
literally
big
call.
tie-in.
on the Sacred Timeline.
That's it. That's the one
in
character.
616, yeah.
But my
yeah,
point
they
is,
specifically said
and he knew who Cap
Sacred
was because he
Timeline.
was like, "Oh my god, Captain America."
yeah.
Yeah. not Captain America at all.
hmm Oh, I really, really freaking love the fact that I loved the plot of a rogue TVA agent that's still basically loyal to the original mission.
Yeah.
Love it.
That
They
was-
didn't
because
get
we were
too
saying-
deep into it.
Prune these.
Yeah.
We were saying like how like the TVA is not supposed to do the pruning
Exactly.
anymore. Why is stuff going
That was one of the questions we had
getting
on
proved.
the last episode. We talked about like I really want tight connection with Loki, and the fact that they're pruning stuff seems not good to have connection with Loki, but it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
And it explained what the TVA is really easily without. So like it's still a benevolent organization, even though in this movie they used it as the evil one. You know, it was really well done.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it.
It was, it was a rogue cell within it, which makes
Exactly.
absolutely perfect sense because
Yeah.
like
Totally.
the TVA is such a big, like grand sweeping organization. There's bound to be some people in there that are like, I don't actually agree with that. I'm just going to keep doing my thing over here.
Yeah, like they were told their religion all those years, all those millennia, however long they've been in there, was to prune all the other timelines to save the sacred timeline. And now,
Hey, y'all.
yeah, it's gone. I
Now
love
all
that they
this
made it
is
that
fake.
tight.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was good.
So good. Okay, I feel like we could go on for hours and hours and hours, but I know we're going to talk about this movie a lot more over the coming weeks, and I want to get this posted. So I know people are going to be looking for it. So any like final thoughts before we move? And I know we'll be back next week to talk about it more.
Amazing soundtrack. I love the
Yes.
shots. Amazing writing. The acting was phenomenal.
Yep.
Thank you for my swan song. You know,
Right.
anyone who's first DVD was X-Men in 2000. This is for us. So
Yeah.
I appreciate that you're still looking at us and making it rated R. And people who were worried that they're like, oh, is the timeline? I appreciate that it's not in there because so many more people would be complaining that they didn't get to participate in it. But continue to make these little pocket movies for us because we love them. I want to see the blood, the gore. I loved it. Thank you.
The bus full of blood.
Bless.
Ugh.
Oh my God, and the Honda.
The
In
Honda was so
Hyundai
good.
Odyssey, God.
Oh my God, the Honda Odyssey.
This
I'm gonna
car
fight you
fucks
now.
hard. I was wrong. This Honda Odyssey fucks hard.
Oh my God. Ashley, you said the line in jest, but like him saying, like after Wolverine unloads all of that freaking trauma on him and like telling him all the bad things about himself, and he's just like, he just stops and he's like, I'm gonna fight you now.
I love it so much because it was like that was the way only way he can handle with that emotional like stuff. He can't talk back to Wolverine. He can only quip. So when it's time for him to like express a serious emotion, it's only anger and it's only in that fight. It was great.
Yep.
Perfect.
Every time Hugh Jackman got in his low down crotch Wolverine attack pose,
Yeah, with his arms way out.
Yeah.
I did it like 5 or 6 times, and I was like, yes.
I loved his like berserker, like running across the ground on all fours stuff. Like, oh, that was so good. Yeah.
Oh, when he dug his claws in and like, like yes,
Yeah.
so great.
Thank you, everybody. Marvel, Feige, Sean Levy.
Oh,
Speaking of the bus, did you guys notice the Stan Lee face, like the ad on the side of the bus?
I didn't. I just saw a
No.
TV and movie guy over here on our
it was
chat
it was a Stanley Steamer ad,
Oh,
like
Aw,
like the carpet cleaning guys, but it
Yeah.
was Stan Lee,
that's
Stan
perfect.
Stanley
Lee
Steamer,
Steamer.
and it had his face, and I was like,
That is a very-
Stan.
late 90s commercial. Thank you.
you mentioned Ash loving that scene, and we haven't brought up the fact that it's a oneer, and I love it so
Yes,
much.
those are always been my favorite scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Daredevil,
Yep, some of my favorites
Punisher.
for sure.
my
and
God,
just that
when-
sidetracking felt very comic booky. That sidetracking shot of them just having a full fight. And I've never, I can't think of another shot like that. It was almost like a side-scrolling video game, seeing them
Yeah.
jump and move. Yeah, it was great. It
Guardians
reminisced
like the-
of
did it well, but I feel like this was just like Guardians 3 was so good with their slow
With the
scene, but
hallway.
I love that this looked like panels of a comic book.
It
'cause
did.
Yeah.
just
It did.
moving
Like,
sideways.
All of the wave of Deadpool's running from right to left, and then like just
and then the dog in the
limbs,
background.
just like limbs
Oh,
and
man.
body and like various parts and blood and gore coming from that side, and then like the two of them pushing the pod of them.
Yes.
It felt
Well, it was mostly
really,
Wolverine pushing them. It was like
mostly
yeah,
Wolverine.
it was like they
It
all
felt really
rushed,
old
and then
boy.
it showed Wolverine just like pushing them back. It's so well, honestly, I could sometimes not figure out where our Deadpool was, like in the
Of course,
mix.
yeah.
It's gonna take
Yeah.
me a couple watches, you know.
But
So
like
good.
while Wolverine was pushing that mass of bodies,
Mhm.
Wade was like dancing around him, like just shooting random people.
Yeah,
It was fabulous.
it's great. It's great.
fabulous.
I'm definitely gonna have to check it out again in theaters. My niece is begging me to take her, and I'm like, is she old enough for this movie? Probably not.
How old is she?
Probably not. She's 13.
Yes.
and she saw the first 2 Deadpools before I was her caregiver.
Think about what we used
So-
to watch at 13. You're talking
Yeah, no, I get
Terminator
it.
2.
And the thing about this movie, it's violent, and most of the really like,
It's a little CG violent, though. I will say that.
yeah. There's definitely a few
CG
moments that were a little
blood.
too CG. When they jumped out of
Yeah.
the bus, I thought it was a terrible CG moment.
And then he didn't stick the landing.
Yeah, which was really funny. That whole thing, and all they're gonna remember is that I didn't stick the landing.
I love it.
That-
You remembered.
Oh, that looked like a comic book cover shot.
It did.
Like
And-
Wolverine jumping out and Deadpool like right behind him with the swords.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a comic book cover.
So I can
Oh,
be
when he had the
forgiving.
swords through him, and he was like, "You need to pull yourself together. Everybody's been waiting for this for years."
You look ridiculous. People have been waiting for this fight for a decade.
Yeah. I can be forgiving on that because it is a very cool shot and it's very intended to be a comic
Baby
booky
knife?
shot, but it is super bad CGI. Oh, I loved Baby Knife. Thank you for bringing
This
that
is
up.
Baby
Jeff.
Knife. She's
You
gonna
always
fuck
have
you
a
in the
baby
face.
knife. Yeah.
Oh, so funny. And then throughout the whole movie, he just kept being Baby Knife.
Baby Knife.
So good.
That was so great.
All right, guys. Well,
Fun.
I think we're going to bring it to a close there for our instant reaction. But we are the Marvel Cinematic Universe podcast, and we do this all like 2 days a week. We drop episodes, and we talk about the Marvel Cinematic Universe and all the connected properties and things that relate to them in the news and all that stuff. So please check that out, and check out our other podcasts on the Stranded Panda Network. We've got a lot of things. I want to throw out Multiverse News. We started it this year, so if you're coming back after a long absence of here at the MCU Cast, I've got a show called Multiverse News now where we cover all the news from all the universes. And anybody else want to throw anything out to let the people know about? I know we will have probably more listeners here than we normally have.
Yeah. If
Oh,
you're in Nahar,
Yeah.
If you're in Nahar, you can check out Bill and Ashley's Terror Theater on all the things. And then go ahead, Jeff. Plug everything else.
Oh no, I wasn't plugging anything else other than the show. We are currently there's currently nominations on the podcast awards. So podcastawards.com.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure to nominate the Marvel Cinematic Universe podcast for Best TV and Film. And, whenever the nomination's in, we'll beg you for voting if you got selected to vote.
Yeah,
You know
go
how it
sign up.
goes.
They'll send you an email to let you know when voting starts.
Sweet. Yeah.
So you just got to go to podcastawards.com and make sure to nominate us so that we can be in the running to be voted for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely check out our other shows, Bill and Ashley's Terror Theater, as she mentioned. Great show with lots of insights on great horror movies. That's awesome. We also have Always Watching now going on our network, which is our
We just covered the entirety of The Acolyte.
the
We're in
Acolyte,
the tail end of House of the Dragon, which is going great.
The
And did you
Boys.
guys- we just finished The Boys.
just other geeky TV shows that we don't. It used to be called Pandavision if you haven't been here in a while, but we just changed the name recently to Always Watching. So find us anywhere
Because
you get podcasts.
we're always watching.
That's right. We'll be watching.
And we have a show called Bingers where we cover a movie series, and we have Twisters coming out.
Yeah,
Bingers Assemble.
Bingers Assemble. That's our other show. So anyway, lots of shows. StrandedPanda.com has a list. If you like what we do here, please go check those shows out. And I'm just pumped because the MCU, while I don't think this did much for the MCU, it definitely got me excited for the MCU. Seeing the
It felt
trailer.
like home.
Yeah. it
Enjoy
did.
my Peter.
Enjoy my Peter. The trailer for Captain America 4 was on my theater. I'm sure it was for everybody,
Yep.
and it was so good to see that in theaters and just be like getting pumped for the next thing, the next connected thing.
Cinematic part, like, because it's like Agatha, and then that which we will be covering as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know it.
When the trailer came on, I did that thing where, like, you know how you kind of like say the lines along with the movie. I was doing that with the trailer because I've watched the trailer so many
Oh
times.
my god, yeah.
Like
Mhm.
when Isaiah stood up, I was like, Isaiah! No!
You're like, I know him.
Don't
Please,
do
please.
it. All right. Well, we'll be back. On. If you want to send in feedback, mcucast@gmail.com. We'll be doing a feedback episode about this movie on Monday, and it'll drop Tuesday. So get us that feedback in, and we'll do that. And until next time, guys. Peace.
Until next time, true believers.
Holy shit, girl, you crazy.
All right.
And stop it
Stopping record. Stopping recording. All right.
That be.
Sweet.
Woo.
All you YouTube people, thank you for hanging out. A lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh wow, there's a lot of people there. I can't have
Yeah.
everything up at once. Hey, chat.
Yeah, a lot of people chatting today, and we didn't get to do much interaction because we're just coming off this movie.
When we get into conversation, I forget we're live, and I'm like,
Yeah,
just
right.
comfortable and hanging out with my friends, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm on camera.
Yeah. People are watching me.
Yep. Chins
Fuck
up.
up, Buttercup. I'm so tired.
Oh man, it's my
Oh my
birthday. I
God,
forgot
we
to mention that.
Happy birthday, Matt.
Happy
Oh,
birthday,
shit.
Matt.
Yeah, everybody in the chat, it's Matt's birthday.
It's my birthday.
I
It was a really
acknowledge you,
good,
friend Carol.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Puzzle Dog. Yeah, we it's such a good gift to me today to have this come out.
You get Deadpool. You're welcome.
Yeah, I do. Woo! All right.
There's supposedly, if nothing goes wrong,
Everything will go
today,
wrong.
next year, 1 year from today, Fantastic Four is coming out.
1 year from
Oh,
today.
wow.
Yep.
Wow, interesting.
Pedro Pascal posted, like he shared to social media, like the first picture of the cast together, with the
Wow.
four of them in the same room.
In a bar. I saw that.
No, it looked like it was in a like a
Don't ruin
dressing
my,
room.
my remember of it was a bar.
yeah.
Don't
It was a
ruin my
bar that looks
remember.
like a dressing room.
All right.
Deadpool 3, right? Yeah. Deadpool Wolverine.
Deadpool 3.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Wolvies.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Oh my God, we
for
forgot
hanging
to
out.
talk
Thanks for all
about
happy
the,
birthdays. Jennifer,
The
Courtney,
costume guy.
Kyle.
Oh, I know. He spanked him so many times. There's a
So
lot to
many
talk
times. He
about.
grabbed his
That was
crotch
super funny.
so many times.
I was like, let me fit you, Ryan.
I'm sure we're gonna get all the feedback of people that saying things we didn't talk about, so it'll be good.
Suit me up, Beardo.
You're goddamn right.
Suit me up, Beardo. Oh,
Oh God, that was funny.
all right. Well, I have got to go so I can edit this thing tonight.
Yeah.
We love you, YouTube peoples, and Ashley's gone.
There went Ashley.
All right, bye, Ashley. I don't think she meant to do that. Whatever. I don't know what happened. But we've got to go anyway. So.
Yep.
All right. Peace out, YouTube. Bye. We love you.
Bye.
All you pandas out there, we love you. Let's fucking go.